What is going on, guys? It's your boy ShadyMikeGaming. Welcome to another NBA 2K21 signature shot. Today, guys, we're taking a look at the prolific rookie scorer, Anthony Edwards. Wow, I'm actually really excited to talk about Anthony Edwards. Became a really big fan of his game, making this shot. I think I was a pretty big fan of his already, but oh my goodness, let me tell you before we get into it, Anthony Edwards, he's got next. So I do want to start the video by saying thank you so much for all of the support on the channel. We just hit 13,000 subscribers, guys. That's a super cool milestone to hit. Thank you so much for all of the support on the channel. Of course, if you're new, please subscribe. We do a lot of stuff related to 2K, mostly signature shots, mods, and sliders. And yeah, who knows what we'll be doing in the future. If you are not new, I appreciate you coming back. You can hit the video with an early like. So wow, Anthony Edwards, let me start by saying this. Number one, he has a terrible default 2K face scan. It's like actually the worst I've ever seen for a #1 overall pick. Like, this is the #1 overall pick, and this dude does not have a good scan in the game. That's weird. So let me say that. But man, Anthony Edwards, I know he was a lot of people's picks for rookie of the year, and you know, it sucks that he didn't get it. LaMelo was incredible. They kind of went like the Joel Embiid, Malcolm Brogdon type of situation, where it's like they went with the guy that was really winning more, as opposed to, I think Anthony Edwards right now has the edge. He's the most complete rookie I've seen in a long time out of this league. I mean, in terms of just like a first overall pick, NBA grown man adult body, beautiful stroke from deep. I mean, he obviously, as we've seen on some of these poster dunks, jumps through the roof. He's an incredible athlete. When he came out, I jokingly said, I think he's a little bit more of a more athletic Joe Johnson was my pre-draft. Watching him, he's like a way more athletic Joe Johnson. So I can't wait for him to develop all of these skills that you can see he has, but he's just got to really put his game together. Clearly going to be special. So I've ran it enough. We can get right into his jump shot. There's really no need to cut, so we'll get right into it. So the #1 thing about Anthony Edwards is he has a extremely textbook jump shot, guys. This video is not going to be very long. You're going to laugh at how easy it is to make his jump shot. It's just very simple. So we're going to start with the base, and the #1 thing about the base is 2K got his base perfect. We are not going to be changing his base from the default 2K. When we look at Anthony Edwards, we're going to look at a few details in the shot. #1, I love to talk about the orientation. You can see, if you take a look at Anthony Edwards, the way that he positions his body, he slants his body, pushes that right leg forward, so that it lines up his shooting arm. So you're always going to see that right leg kind of up front and bent in and slanted in, so he gets that nice orientation on the shot. Now, when you see Anthony Edwards elevate, he's got a normal amount of elevation, but you will notice that while this is the most important detail of the shot, and it's really cool, 2K just picked the right base, it is what it is. When he elevates, yes, his legs do sway forward through the shot, but you'll notice he doesn't jump forward very far. So look at where his legs or his feet are, right behind the 3-point line, and watch where he lands. Yes, you can see by the orientation of his body now, he has a sway in the shot. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call it like a sweep, but he does have a sway through. But look at where his feet land, almost in the same spot, a little bit like, you know, kind of to his left, and that's just a really nice detail. It's not that deep, guys. He's got a really easy to replicate base. We didn't have to change anything there. Now, as we get into Anthony Edwards' release, Oh, I can't believe I didn't say this at the start of the video. I'm terrible. Special shout out to everyone in the stream gang because they helped me out so much with this jumper. I do stream every Tuesday night on Twitch, 9 p.m. Eastern time. ShadyMikeGaming, twitch.tv/ShadyMikeGaming with the shameless plug. Now, what we noticed through the stream, we had some OG real Minnesota Timberwolves fans in there, is we actually noticed Anthony Edwards did start to shoot differently after the All-Star break versus before the All-Star break. So my jump shot is probably going to be a little bit different from some of the guys that did him early. I guess it's just a little advantage of me being slow getting these shots out. But yes, Anthony Edwards, you can tell it looks like he started working with a shot coach because we saw some of the same tendencies, some of the same results that Jason Tatum had, as you know, once he got in the league, his shot changed a little bit, and usually, you know, the things that change were, you know, look like things that a shot coach would tell you know, a player to work on. So the number one thing about Anthony Edwards' release, I don't want to say the number one thing, but we can go ahead and break down exactly what we're trying to see. Anthony Edwards, he's got a high release. So the ball, when he brings it back, yes, it does come above his head. I will say his release point varies. So we weren't overly concerned with where the release point was, but it does get high, and when he releases, it is high above his head. One thing that I wanted to really note too, because it's pretty unique. I don't want to say unique, but he doesn't shoot from like either side of his face. Doesn't shoot. Most players shoot a little bit to the right side of their face. Some players, you think of the Kevin Durant's of the world, obviously a young Lonzo Ball. Some of the guys shoot from the left side of their face. Tyler Hero is like that too, I think. I might be thinking of someone else, but some guys shoot from the left side of their body. You will notice that Anthony Edwards, literally, it's like the ball is symmetrical with his nose. He just shoots the ball straight through his body, straight through his face. Now, one thing that he has worked on as he's developed through the league is he has very little, there's some, but very little motion on his guide hand. So he is a two motion shooter, but he uses a true guide hand. So what you're going to notice on his shot is once he raises the ball to his set point, you'll notice that the shooting arm obviously goes forward, but that offhand does not. And I can tell you, when it comes to his pull-ups, when it comes to his free throws, that is the main point of Anthony Edwards' shot. All we need is that high release point. It's very textbook other than that. High release point. You'll notice he's got the true guide hand, and when he shoots, you notice, right, that shooting arm goes forward, and the other one, this guide hand, it's just a true guide hand, and it stays exactly where it's at. So very textbook jump shot from Anthony Edwards, and I will showcase the jump shot, and then we can go into the menu, because this is going to be a full signature edit and detail everything, or, you know, all the other aspects of his game. We're going to talk about his dunks. Obviously, he's an extreme high flyer, his handles, moving jump shots, and all that good stuff. Stay tuned. All right, guys, and as we take a look at the rookie Anthony Edwards, we're going to take a look at the base jump shot here. Now, we go with base jump shot 80. This was selected by 2K. This is the 2K default. They did a great job picking a base for Anthony Edwards. Extremely accurate to what we've seen from him. I saw no reason to change it whatsoever. We messed around with some stuff on stream. I just found that this was the one that checked all of the boxes that we were talking about. Now, for the release, it's actually hilarious the way we talked about it and the way we were able to cover everything, right? Number one, we go with the Trae Young release because it's the one that does the best job of not extending the offhand or the guide hand. However, the Trae Young release is kind of off to the right part of his face. Then we needed a high release that was towards the left of his face. Of course, that's the Kevin Durant, you know, that motion Kevin Durant shoots with. So you get a release that is high to bring the release point up, and then one's left, one's right, goes straight up the middle of his face. So you go with a perfect blend of Kevin Durant and Trae Young. I went with quick. I had this at very quick for a while, but I thought it was super snappy. So if you're in my career and just want, to use this J, and you can definitely do it very quick. I just didn't think he was shooting it off that quick. But so I went with quick for accuracy, but obviously for I'm trying to think what's the word, practicality, you can go with very quick. But I'm going to keep it at quick just for the sake of the signature shot. Now, as we go into the free throw, I don't know what people were looking at. This is literally, he just does the Trae Young form. It is what it is. He does that same, lack of motion, I'll say, with the offhand. I thought the Trae Young form was actually a 1-for-1 replica of what we had seen him do in game. So we go with the Trae Young free throw. Let me just tell you this, guys. I just love in game when you can find footage of all the pull-ups and good stuff like that and make it accurate. Makes my job so much easier. So on Anthony Edwards, we were mostly focused on his pull-up going forward. He really it's usually just like a short hop and almost like a drift. So he just starts the shot and just really drifts forward with his whole body kind of leaning forward. So I thought normal 4 was really the only one that did that. So normal 4 is what we go with for the dribble pull-up. For the spin jumper, it's such a great feeling when you can actually find footage of the player doing a spin jumper, but it actually reminds me of the Anthony Davis video that we did. What you want to do is you want to make sure when he does drive, he plants hard 1 foot, then on the spin, he kicks that opposite leg. Normal 10 was the one that did that the best. That's why we went with it. For the step back, we go with normal 7. The reason we go with normal 7 is because when he's going to his left, he does he covers a lot of ground. He just really takes one large step. I thought normal 7 did the best job of replicating that, and it had a little bit of a fade to the shot too, and we had seen that from Anthony Edwards. Nothing crazy, but that we had seen that. Also, I saw a video where he more so just did kind of a little bit of a snatch back. So normal 7 has both of those animations in it. That's why we went with it, and it was pretty accurate to what we had seen. For the layup package, this was actually the first part of the video that I was able to get knocked out. We go with the Russell Westbrook layup package. The reason that we do that, if you are new here, is the Russell Westbrook package picks the ball up very early. It has a couple extra gather steps that I personally think is a travel, but it is what it is. So whenever I see a player that is prone to pick the ball up and try to get to the rim without a dribble, use their athleticism, we use the Russell Westbrook package for that. We have plenty of in-game examples. Anthony is one that's going to pick the ball up early. That's why we use the Russell Westbrook package. For the dunks, straight arm tomahawks, athletic front tomahawks, athletic side tomahawks. Anthony Edwards is a demon in the air. At any point in time, he can have you on Sports Center. Avoid the launch pad, guys. It's not worth it. Do not jump with Anthony Edwards. Get your paycheck. Live another day. Do not let your kids see you on Sports Center. The dude is a menace. He elevates like nobody we've seen in years. He's just got an awesome game. The power that he gets with some of these dunks, I mean, I want to say maybe reminiscent of like a Dominique. It's not even about like the hang time. It's just the power and the explosiveness. Dude, you can't let him get to the launch pad. He's a beast. He's going to give you some back scratchers. He's going to give you quick drops every now and again. We were able to find all of these. But you know what I did, guys? I ain't gonna lie to you. For me, my game, the Russell Westbrook package, I had seen him do some crazy two-handed dunks. The Russell Westbrook layup package has all of these dunks in it. I was just going to put the Russell Westbrook package on him. I thought that was, you know, I think that's what I'm going to do in my game personally. If you want to go 1x1 for each dunk, maybe you don't like all the crazy stuff he does after the dunk package. I don't know if Anthony is as animated as Russell is, so that might be the turnoff, but I love it. I think it's awesome. A lot of swagger in that package. I'm putting the Russell Westbrook package on him, and that's just what I'm going to use for the main. Because it's got all the other dunks in it anyway, but that's just an option I was thinking about. And I was like, yeah, you know, maybe, you know, some other people would want to do that too. For the post game, I noticed we didn't have a lot for him, but we did have some fadeaways. When he does the fade, he doesn't kick his leg, but he like brings that knee up, and that was really accurate to what we had seen him do. You know what's crazy? I actually forget. I think 2K had all this right. I don't think we had to change any of it. We might have changed the shimmy fade. I don't remember. I do believe this is default, but I know fade 3 for sure was default, and it was perfectly accurate to what we had seen from Anthony. So can't believe I'm saying this a few times for 2K, but shout out to them on that. And all of his fadeaways just in game look so good with the form that we came up with, very accurate to what we've seen from Anthony. So all of his jump shots look great in game. As we move to the handle, now this is a toss-up, but the base dribble style is base. Now, I really like the dribble style as base because Anthony Edwards, he really dribbles the ball. He's got great posture, but he stays low to the ground like a small, quick guard, but he's got a nice handle, doesn't give the ball up too much, but he stays and dribbles low to the ground. So base is actually perfect. He kind of dribbles a little bit crouched down like that. Now, for the signature size up, Anthony Edwards likes to do those quick side steps, or I don't know if you call him a step back or a side step. I got some footage of him hitting Melo with one, but he usually does a very simple crossover. So I was thinking I really wanted to go with Cazorla, and I think I am going to go personally with Cazorla because that was the most frequent one that I saw Anthony Edwards do to set up his drives and his jump shots and things, and his step backs and things of that nature. Mostly his drives where he would pull the ball back, so that's something that we had seen. But I did see a few clips, and it might have only just been one, to be honest with you, where he did some really heavy stuff. So I did feel like that was the Derrick Rose package was the most accurate to what we had seen when he did go hard on the handles, but that's not something that he does a lot. You know, I think I am going to go with the Derrick Rose package, just to keep some flavor in his game, because Anthony Edwards has a lot of flavor in his game. So I definitely want to, you know, make sure we capture that. I say, for the sake of accuracy, the Cazorla is definitely the most frequent, but we've seen him do crossovers very similar to, you know, what we have in the Derrick Rose package. So that's a very viable option. Guys, that is it for Anthony Edwards. So we have now basically completed this poll. The next person left on the poll is CJ McCollum. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you want me to do CJ McCollum next. He's gonna get done regardless. You don't have to worry about it. I've gotten a lot of requests. Do we maybe break away from the poll a little bit, knock out the MVP, the finals MVP, and Giannis? I have avoided Giannis. I'm going to try Giannis. I haven't really been able to do him because I just haven't really been able to come up with anything. So I'm going to give it a shot. It might end up being a 6-shot short. I don't know. I've got people asking about Giannis. I got people asking about Middleton. Are these some guys you want to see? Obviously, we'll know coming up. But, you know, just let me know in the comments what you want. And I'm going to try to just get a vibe from the comment section in terms of what you guys want to see. And then, obviously, we'll discuss it on stream while we got the stream gang out there on Twitch this coming Tuesday. Guys, thank you so much again for the support. This one was very easy to do. Not a lot of crazy unique stuff for Anthony Edwards, but I think he's the future of this league. He's going to be a great player. I really enjoyed working on him. Again, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not, hit that like button, guys. Again, thanks for the support. Shady Mike Gaming, I am signing off. Peace. Threes.